Rise and streaming on crossroadstoday.com. Victoria College has a new Board of Trustees member. We'll tell you who the college appointed. And an earthquake shook California on Monday. We have the details on the quake's ratings and where residents felt it. Plus, one state received enough signatures to let voters decide on abortion this November. The details making the ballot coming up.
And I'm sure y'all have noticed it's plenty hot out there. We got lots and lots more hot weather coming our way going to this weekend. Plenty more heat advisories, sunny skies. And what's this? Maybe another chance for rain. Fingers are crossed. We'll take a look at that in the weather coming up.
Victoria East Hunter Barrows signed with Temple Junior College yesterday. That's coming up in sports.
You're watching 25 News Now Sunrise. Good morning, Crossroads, and happy Tuesday and happy first day of school for many of you. Let's take a look at our clock. It is 6:31 on our Tuesday morning, and let's get a look at our forecast with Parker. Parker, how's that school bus forecast looking?
Well, Carolina, it's not the school bus forecast yet, but look at this beautiful sunrise out there this morning. If you're seeing your kiddos at the door, let them look at that sunrise before they get in the car. But it's a nice time to go look at that sunrise right now, sitting at 78 degrees, 2.2 degrees off there, bringing humidity to 93%. But I promise you, I will have that school bus forecast coming up later on. But right now, we're not really expecting too much in terms of fog this morning. Definitely plenty humid out there, maybe a little bit of dew on your windshield, but looking at your visibility map, pretty clear. If you do see any fog, it's going to be very, very thin, maybe like literally some water kind of streaking through the air. But otherwise, what other kind of form of water might be in the air is maybe a little bit of rain, because looking at your radar, just a couple showers out there to our southeast right now. Just one up in Matagorda County, another in Jackson County as well. There was one tiny little shower up in Wharton, but that is kind of dissipated right now as we speak. But right now, that is the only showers we have on our radar this morning. But as we go into later today, I do have chances. You heard me say rain chances. Yes, today and tomorrow, both at 20% for maybe a few spotty showers. And I'm thinking the time frame for us, most of us, especially south of 59, or anywhere south of 59, going to be between the late morning and the early afternoon, between 11, maybe 10 a.m. to 2, 3 p.m. today. But like I said, maybe some spotty showers, chances at 20% before most of it should cut off as we go into the evening, and mostly clear skies expected tonight. But like I said earlier, we do have plenty of heat advisories out there, pretty much spinning across about half the Crossroads. That's going to be because our temperatures today here in Victoria, I'm thinking about 97. Northwestern counties, up in Gonzales and Karnes County, y'all might see maybe 99 or 100, maybe a moment or so, but the heat advisors are in place because of this. Look at our heat indices. That's going to be between 110 to 113. It doesn't show 113 on here, but I can surely tell you yesterday got 113, 114 here in Victoria, and we're going to have lots more hot water to deal with for the rest of this week, heating up by the weekend, and we're going to take a look at that and more later on Sunrise.
The Victoria College Board of Trustees appointed a new member Monday in a special meeting. The board appointed Dr. Estela de los Santos as the District 1 trustee. The University of Houston Victoria graduate served nearly 20 years on the Victoria ISD board before resigning last year. She will be replacing Dr. Josie Rivera on the Victoria College board after Rivera submitted her resignation in July. Rivera served on the board for 14 years. The board also approved the college's budget and set a lower property tax rate for the next fiscal year. Today is the first day of school for the Victoria ISD, and the search for a new district leader continues. 25 News Now reporter Amaya Norman takes a look back at how the search process began. Amaya.
Carolina, let's take a look at how this all began. In the spring, the former superintendent, Dr. Quentin Shepard, submitted his resignation in order to serve as the new superintendent for the Pflugerville ISD. Quentin began his position with the Victoria ISD 6 years ago in July of 2018. On April 4th, Shepard was named the lone finalist in the Pflugerville ISD superintendent search. The VISD board member accepted Shepard's resignation letter that same month. Shepard would serve the VISD through the end of the 2023 through 2024 school year before starting his new position. His last contract with the VISD was signed July 1st, 2022 and was set to end June 30th, 2026. Shepard was paid out more than $49,000 for 40 unused vacation days. A district spokesperson says there was nothing in his contract regarding the payout for unused days. The district hired JCA Laws to lead the search for a new superintendent. The district scheduled a series of community meetings to collect input. The last one is set for 6 p.m. on Monday, August 19th at Mission Valley Elementary School. There is also a superintendent search survey the community can take part in on the district website. The board is scheduled to adopt a budget and tax rate at a regular board meeting on Thursday. Also on the agenda for that meeting is the hiring of personnel.
Victoria police are working to solve a robbery. It happened Sunday night around 10 o'clock at a vape shop. Police say a man got away with some cash and items from the store. This is in the 6800 block of Navarro Street. Authorities are not sure whether or not the suspect had a weapon. FEMA representatives are at the Palacios Pavilion through Saturday this week. The pavilion is at 693 South Bay Boulevard. They will be there from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. FEMA can help Palacios residents with paperwork and federal assistance after Hurricane Beryl. SBA representatives will be there to provide support for small businesses, homeowners, and renters affected by the storm. Parts of Southern California were shaken by an earthquake, Monday afternoon. The earthquake measured at a preliminary magnitude of 4.4. Earthquake-related incidents were reported in the city of Pasadena, where a water pipe was bursting in front of City Hall. Officials with the U.S. Geological Survey say residents felt shaking across the Los Angeles region, as well as the northern Orange County region as well. We now turn to several arrests in a scam targeting people across the country, many victims losing their life savings.
Urgent alert this morning about a scam costing Americans tens of millions of dollars. This woman says her aunt fell victim to the scam.
I know my aunt has felt a lot of shame for this. Unfortunately, it's been hard on everyone. We are worried because she is in jeopardy of losing her house.
These scams are happening. They're happening to our parents. They're happening to our grandparents, our friends, and our neighbors.
Authorities in Maryland yesterday announced the arrest of 5 alleged fraudsters. Here's how the scam works. The scammers target victims with pop-up ads online that claim the victim's personal data has been stolen. Then they impersonate federal authorities to convince the victims to buy gold bars to better protect their life savings. The scammers then send couriers like this man for the transaction. At least $84 million have been stolen nationwide in the last year. 7 victims in Maryland alone have lost nearly $3 million, and authorities believe many more victims have yet to come forward. They have this simple advice to protect yourself.
If you look at the number and you don't recognize the number, don't answer the phone and don't click on the pop-up ads on your computer.
Lionel Moyes, ABC News, New York.
Arizona's Abortion Access Initiative will be on the state's election ballot in November. Arizona Secretary of State Adrian Fontes officially signed and certified the document Monday night in Phoenix. Voters will now get to decide whether to add the right to an abortion to up to about 24 weeks to the state's constitution. This after organizers shattered the record for the number of valid signatures gathered for a ballot initiative in the key battleground state. The state currently upholds a 15-week abortion ban. Remember, subscribe to our YouTube channel, Crossroads Today. Hit the like button and click the notification bell. Let's get a look at our time on our clock up here. It is 6:39 on our Tuesday morning. Here's a look at what's coming up on 25 News Now Sunrise. A World War II veteran turning over 100 years old. We learn about his service to our country. Plus, on Monday, former President Trump spoke with Elon Musk on the platform X, while Kamala Harris wrapped up her swing state tour. That story coming up.
And it's the first day of school. You know what that means. We're going to look at your school bus forecast. Hope everybody has a great school year this year. We're also going to look at your weather and health forecast. But coming up later on Sunrise, we'll take a look at your marine forecast and everything else that is going on out in the tropics. Well, good morning, Crossroads. If you're tuning in with us this morning, you're looking live in Cuero. Another warm and humid one up in Cuero, sitting at 78 degrees right now, but your dew point 1 degree off, bringing humidity to 96%. So it's definitely still plenty humid out there. This computer says a 5-mile visibility, and that pretty much equates to maybe very, very thin layer of fog. Not really expecting too much fog out there this morning, but it's the first day of school. Hope those kiddos that are going out the door this morning have a great school year this year. Getting up to about 79 degrees as they're heading out the door, but as they're heading back home in the afternoon, maybe a few clouds with maybe a few spotty showers. Fingers are crossed. And I also got my rain tie on for good luck, but getting up to about 97 degrees. Otherwise, going to be plenty hot, so maybe make sure to pack them some extra water for today. Make sure that they are hydrated and safe and sound. But in other words, maybe also pack them an allergy pill. Maybe let them take one today, because ragweed and grass pollen is going to be moderate today. Not super bad, but it is enough to maybe take an allergy pill. But air quality, that's going to be good today. That's not too bad. And your UV index, that's going to be extreme. So if you have some sensitive skin, maybe make sure you put on a little bit of sunscreen for today. But put on that sunscreen for the rest of this week, because look at this. The sun's going to be coming back out. The temperatures are rising, and we're going to get hot, hot, hot. And we're going to take a look at that and the tropics coming up next. And now, here's sports.
All right, everyone, we start our sports today with the big signing of Victoria East baseball and Hunter Barrows, who signed with Temple Junior College at the Victoria East Library. Barrows had a great season for the Titans this past year, having 35 total hits with 26 RBIs from his senior season. Now, getting some information from MaxPreps, his career stat line from freshman year to senior had a .329 batting average, a .447 on-base percentage, 112 hits, and 73 RBIs. With all these amazing accolades, he is now ready to experience college ball at the next level.
When I went to visit, I felt really comfortable there, and I know a couple players, know a coach, and my grandpa doesn't live too far from there, so I felt really comfortable going there. Yeah, no, it's been fun. I've just been preparing every day, working out, hitting, throwing, fielding, everything I can do just to get ready.
Just extremely happy for Hunter and his family. You know, we knew this day would come when he stepped foot on campus. We knew what kind of player he is.
Barrows was a huge asset for Victoria East Titans, and head coach Wes Coley this past season hopes to make a difference at Temple Junior College in the near future. So wish him luck in his future endeavors. This is Max Williams, 25, News Now Sports.
Thank you, Max. All right, we want to invite y'all to experience our digital streaming service, Crossroads Today Plus. You can find it on your connected TV through Amazon Fire TV, Roku, Apple TV, Android TV. Just search for Crossroads Today Plus. Now to the race for the White House. Former President Trump talking for hours with billionaire Elon Musk on X after technical issues caused major delays. This as Vice President Harris wraps up her campaign blitz across several key battleground states.
In one of his most significant returns to the platform X since he was kicked off in 2021, former President Trump spoke at length with owner Elon Musk. The virtual chat off to a rocky start with technical issues delaying the conversation for more than 40 minutes. The former president jumping right into criticizing Vice President Harris on border security, mocking climate change, and discussing plans to shut down the education department.
I want to close up Department of Education, move education back to the states.
Many listeners commented that Trump appeared to slur his words, including when talking about his attempted assassination.
I have to give the Secret Service sniper, they call him, or sharpshooter, but sniper, because he didn't know there was a problem. He's an extraordinary shot, obviously.
The Harris campaign slammed the interview, writing, Trump's entire campaign is in service of people like Elon Musk and himself, self-obsessed rich guys who will sell out the middle class and who cannot run a live stream in the year 2024. This coming amid big news out of swing state Arizona. Abortion access will be on that state's ballot in November, allowing voters to decide on the issue. As Democrats make abortion rights a central message this election year, Harris attacked the Republican ticket for its position of leaving the decision up to each state.
And now, in over 20 states in our nation, there is a Trump abortion ban. It would ban medication abortion in every state. But we are not going to let that happen because we trust women.
M. Nguyen, ABC News, Washington.
And that leads us to your viewer poll. You can scan the QR code on your screen to take part. We want to know, did you listen to Trump and Elon Musk's conversation? Okay, let's take a look. 20% of you say yes and 80% of you say no. Come to crossroadstoday.com/vote to take part in our viewer poll. Emilio de Ochoa of Victoria is getting ready for a big day. He's a World War II veteran and he'll be turning 103 years old on August 21st. He's very proud of his service to our country 80 years ago.
As a citizen of this country, to fight for this country, yes.
Ochoa made it his mission to serve his country and his people. He was steadfast in his work and remained diligent. Ochoa will be remembered for his service. The Olympic flag has officially arrived in Los Angeles. Actor Tom Cruise appeared to transport the flag to Los Angeles during the Paris Olympics closing ceremony on Sunday. But that action sequence was pure Hollywood magic, as Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass arrived yesterday afternoon at LAX with the official flag. The flag, which was created for the Olympic Jubilee Congress in 1914, will be taken to the Los Angeles City Hall and raised at the main venue during the opening ceremony at the 2028 Olympics. A new study of Mars suggests there may be enough water and cracks and pores of rock in the middle of the red planet's crust to fill oceans on its surface. Data from a retired NASA mission revealed evidence of the underground reservoir. The study, published Monday, found the groundwater would likely cover the entirety of Mars to a depth of 1 mile. The data came from NASA's InSight lander. The study says the water is located between 7 and 12 miles beneath the surface. The findings suggest a new place to search for life on Mars. The time is now 6:48 on our Tuesday morning. Still to come, learn how much oil prices rose and the current Middle Eastern tensions. Okay, it's time to celebrate those birthdays. Happy birthday to Maddox. Happy 6th birthday, Maddox. We love you, from Daddy, Mommy, Brenna, and Rylan.
Happy birthday, Maddox, and also happy birthday to Leandro. Happy birthday, Dad. Love your daughter, Paula, and JoJo.
And happy birthday, Bucky Barnes. Captain America and Pam and Tommy star Sebastian Stan is 42 today.
Oh yeah, happy birthday to Bucky Barnes, Sebastian. And to see your birthday wish live on 25 News Now Sunrise, come to crossroadstoday.com, click the drop-down menu, then click the Home tab, and you'll see Submit Your Birthday Photo.
All right, the time is now 6:49 on our Tuesday morning. Happy birthday if you're celebrating one today. We'll be right back.
Well, good morning, Crossroads. I'm sure y'all noticed it was pretty hot yesterday and actually got a little bit hotter than I thought it was going to get. In fact, the airport recorded an observed temperature of about 98 degrees, which means here in the city you got about 99 because of Urban Heat Island, which is about 3 or 4 degrees higher than I was thinking. But I think today's weather is going to be pretty similar to yesterday. It's going to get up to about 97, 98 degrees here in Victoria, and that's going to be another great day to get down to the beach or the waters. And if you go down there, the waves are going to be pretty smooth at 1 foot or less with your winds 5 to 10 knots to the south-southeast. But look at your water temperatures, 93 degrees. That is 7 degrees off from a hot tub. If you believe that, most average hot tub temperature is like 100 degrees, which is very warm for Gulf temperatures. But looking at the rest of the tropics, we do officially have Tropical Storm Ernesto. It has winds sustained at 40 miles an hour. Yesterday morning, if y'all were tuning in with us, it was actually a tropical depression. But right now, gusts up to 50 miles an hour. But good news for us in Texas and honestly, all of America, it's going to be going all the way up north into the central Atlantic. Bad news for Bermuda because it's likely to become, it might become a major hurricane, the second one of the year. But zooming out further out in the Atlantic, we actually do still have 2 tropical waves out there that I'm currently monitoring. This one, not so much. I don't think this is going to really develop into anything because this one's falling really closely behind Ernesto, and that's going to cause destructive interference. And you can actually see a little bit of convection right there. But the other wave is still currently sitting over the Sahara Desert right now, and that one I'm going to be watching a little bit closely because the Climate Prediction Center is watching that one, and they got a pretty big area of interest coming our way over the next couple of weeks. So we're going to watch that closely, but we're going to look at that more later on Sunrise.
Fears of a potential Middle East regional war are having global consequences. Israel is battling Hamas and exchanging rocket fire with Hezbollah in Lebanon. Now, multiple sources say Iran could launch a full-scale attack on Israel any day now. Such a conflict could bring in allies on both sides, including the U.S. The tension now increasing oil prices. U.S. crude jumped 4.2% Monday. Traders are concerned a widening conflict could disrupt the flow of oil in the Strait of Hormuz, the world's largest oil shipping channel. Tropical storm Ernesto is poised to hit the Leeward Islands in the Caribbean today. The National Hurricane Center says it will bring heavy rain, storm surge, and gusty wind. The storm could move near or over the U.S. and British Virgin Islands by this evening and become a hurricane by Wednesday. Forecasters say Puerto Rico is also at risk. Ernesto could bring enough rain to cause mudslides and flooding. Still to come on Sunrise, news to know before you go. A deadly shooting involving police officers. What charges the police officers are now facing. Wisconsin police officers involved in the deadly shooting of a student armed with an air rifle will not face criminal charges. Dane County District Attorney said the decision comes after reviewing briefings with investigators, inspecting the shooting scene and looking through other evidence. The DA says the suspect did not listen to officers and kept trying to get into the school. The suspect then pointed his weapon at officers who continued telling the individual to put the gun down. Demolition started at the site of the deadliest church shooting in U.S. history on Monday, following protests by some Texas families. Last month, a judge cleared the way for the First Baptist Church of Sutherland Springs to tear down the sanctuary where the attack took place. Church members voted in 2021 to tear it down, but some families filed a lawsuit hoping for a new vote on the building's fate. In 2017, a gunman killed 26 people and wounded 22 others. The site had been kept as a memorial that included the names of the people killed. The FBI confirmed Monday that the agency is investigating an apparent hacking incident the Trump campaign blamed on Iran. Former President Donald Trump posted saying Microsoft told his campaign it had been hacked. On Monday, National Security Council spokesperson John Kirby said the U.S. is taking any reports of hacking very, very seriously, but declined to comment on Trump's claims. Politico reported it received emails from an anonymous account with documents from inside the Trump campaign's operation. The historic nature of Kamala Harris's candidacy as the party's first black woman and South Asian presidential nominee, coupled with the rapid shift in the campaign's tone, has young voters taking a hard look at the role they could play in November. Read this story by the Texas Tribune on our website, crossroadstoday.com. And now let's get a look at our app, Crossroads Today Plus. You can find it on your connected TV. Just search for it on your Amazon Fire TV, Roku, Apple TV, Android TV. Just search for Crossroads Today Plus. And now let's get a look at our sunrise, a pretty sunrise with Parker on the first day of school.
Yeah, that's right, Carolina. Happy first day of school, everybody. I hope everyone has a great school year this year. But yes, right now, look at this beautiful sunrise coming to Port Lavaca this morning. A couple clouds out there on the distance that actually might look like a little bit of rain. It's because it is. Some of them, only a few of those clouds are a little bit of rain. Looking at the radar, you can see all the rain right now. There are only a couple showers out there right now considered, and they're right now in Matagorda County and also Jackson County as well. Probably going to come into Wharton County maybe in the next 10 minutes or so, so get ready for that. But for today, I got chances for rain at 20% for today and tomorrow, actually, for maybe some spotty showers. In Port Lavaca, your time is going to be in the morning all the way through the mid-afternoon, but getting up to about 95 this afternoon. In Victoria, getting up to about 97 this afternoon with your time frame for the rain probably in the late morning and in the mid-early afternoon. And in Cuero, about the same thing for the rain today, but getting up to about 98. But we do have heat advisories for about half of us in the Crossroads, so please make sure to know the warning signs of heat exhaustion. This could lead to heat stroke, and we've had plenty of calls over the scanner the last few days of heat exhaustion, so please be careful out in the heat. It is going to continue to ramp up as we go into this coming weekend.
All right, Parker, thank you so much. And thank y'all for tuning in. Have a great first day of school. And remember to tune in tonight to 25 News Now at 5, 6, and 10.